Sport mode is a beast. Holy. Check that out, guys. Pretty cool mailbox setup. Like a dirt bike, man. Oh yeah. I don't know if it's still them, but I went to high school with a kid who lived there, and his family were into dirt bikes and stuff. Pretty cool. I had a good friend that lived in like a mansion down there too at one time when I was in high school. This is kind of a cool little part of town up here, up on the hill. All the fancy rich people typically live up here. They got their own little firehouse down there. I'm trying to find, there it is. There it is. Do you guys see that house with the orange, with the orange garage doors? There it is, dude. About around the time when I was looking for my house, I saw that one. It's got its own tennis court there. I said this one was for sale. It was out of my price range, but I found it online. Really cool. It's made, or it was designed by some famous designer from the 60s, and it was awesome looking at it online. I don't know if you guys do this, but I totally will sit and like, it's like house porn. I'm just looking on realty.com or Zillow.com, whatever it is, and looking at sweet houses that I can't afford. Anyway, that one was totally like untouched, like since the 60s. The whole inside of it, the whole design of the whole place was by the same dude. And so the interior, everything had the oven that was like mounted on the wall, and a separate cooktop over to the side, and in the basement they had like, it was like a dance floor type of area, and then like this area that was, so that was like hard flooring, and then it was like a different area that had an old school like 60s orange sofa but had no arms, you know, and just a piece of carpet, like just, that's the loungy area, and then there's the bar like behind it, like totally just swanky pad from the 60s. It was like you just went back in a time machine. Just looking at the pictures, it was awesome. If I could afford it, I probably would have bought it and then just like update the appliances kinda if I can, and then just like leave it 60s. It's kind of cool. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's kind of awesome. Kind of cool part of town. We're coming up on another thing. I know I talked to you guys about riding bicycle, and a friend of mine that crashed. It's actually coming down this hill. It's coming up here. I'll try to drive in. You can see already, like, this is a pretty big hill. So we were booking it. So it's right here. This is the cemetery area. And he went up in there. He rode his bicycle. I'll probably just cruise up there. I used to know. I went to high school with a kid that lived here too. But he cruised up this. And then legit like came down and just barreled down this hill. And it was like down there near that light pole where he jumped off onto the street, and the fork busted and just freaking face planted right into the street, which is crazy. It's we'll drive by there. This is a wild place. I've been in here too. So like I said, I went to high school with the kid whose like family owned it or whatever. I don't know if they still do. They probably do. Interesting place. Interesting building. I like going in buildings, checking that out. So yeah, you can see that, like how you're flying down that hill, and then you come down here, and then you're kind of flying down that other hill, and then wham, right down there. God, that's crazy. That's nuts, man. I don't know. Gotta be careful on those bicycles. Gotta be careful. You never know what could happen. Firebird. Sweet, man. That girl's got the right idea. Sit outside, read a book. Why don't you just read a book? Come on, why don't you guys just go ahead and read a book? Actually, I suck at reading books. Like, I can read. Let's just clarify. I can read just fine. I don't have any problems reading. But reading books, it's got to be very specific material for me to get into it. I don't know, it's weird. I have a different... Like, when I was a kid, if I found, like instruction manuals or, like, manuals for cars or Encyclopedia of American Cars, crap like that, oh, dude, I just will soak it all up. Sit there and read all that crap. Nowadays, it's even less, like, I'm less interested in that stuff necessarily, because, mostly because I've gained a lot of knowledge, and I'm spend less time seeking out more of that knowledge, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I'll still read it when I want to know something, but, like, as far as just, I don't know, storybooks, like science fiction novels or something, it's way harder for me to get into them. But I am currently trying audiobooks while I run. So that's a new thing. I'm doing more training. I'm doing a training for like a half marathon, and so I got to do a lot more endurance, like long distance running, and trying audiobooks to basically keep my mind occupied on something other than how much it sucks to be running forever. And that's going pretty good, actually. It's going kind of cool. I don't know. Audiobooks, man. Who would have thought? I found a cool audiobook called Ready Player One by author Ernest Cline. And there's tons of like 80s pop culture references and talking about 80s video games. Check that out, dude. God, whenever I see even just dug up roads, I want to ride through it. It's crazy. Anyway, a lot of pop culture references, so that, like that, you know, ticks little kid boxes for me, so I'm like, I'm interested pretty much right away. I get interested, so anyway, talk amongst yourselves. Audiobooks, bicycling safety, and real books. Have fun with that one, or just rip on me, or whatever you want to do. It's fine. No, it doesn't really bother me, to be honest with you. But I do appreciate you guys watching. It's pretty wild. I've been obviously paying a little attention to the channel, and it's pretty cool. It keeps growing. I don't really know if my content is that awesome. I don't really know how cool it really is, but I think it's... Whoa, what the hell? That was looking kind of funky. Interior's ripped out of that van. What the hell, dude's packed in there? Crazy. Anyway, I don't know. I just think it's awesome that people are watching and somewhat participating, and that the channel is growing a little bit. Totally cool. Totally cool to me. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Check me out on Instagram, 2-wheeled ton, and I will see you guys next time.